lead to the wrong path. Same way, every teaching leads to the Dzogchen. And Dzogchen is beyond of the conception. So, but if you kind of hold the views of each of those yanas, with the conception, won't get enlightenment. With the conception, enlightenment. For example, looking from the Dzogchen view, every yana, every kind of look into that, they have some errors, some weaknesses. And in, for example, 3 lower yanas or 3 casual yanas, such as Shakyamuni, Partik Buddha yana, these 2 as known as Hinayana, they have again some tendency to holding the intangible things that exist. They didn't exactly discover the absolute great emptiness and realization. And that is the again way every metal, mass, things are existing, things. I'm quite free that we started in those Sheda texts that you learn that. And then same time, they have also realization holding on the state of the, such as Arhatahood. Arhatahood is a negation status. Holding the views as negation status, again in the Dzogchen point of view or even Mahayana point of view, they don't have full realizations. Negation is the full not realizations. And then in the Mahayana, again in the Dzogchen teaching, or when we look at Dzogchen teaching, they have also kind of little more leanings of the emptiness, all kind of negation of the emptiness states, holding that. And in the Kriya Tantra, and they're holding more characteristics. And similarly, in the Maha Yoga and Anu Yoga, they have also leaning of the more leanings of the visualizations. Visualization holding different images with structural things. And Anu Yoga also leaning more over the channels with, again, structural qualities. Structural qualities or structured instruction, according to Dzogchen point of view, that structural quality is fabricated by the dualities. Fabricated by the duality, that won't lead to realization. And what is Dzogchen then? Dzogchen is free from structures, free from the organizing. And also even say Dzogchen is free from the activities, free from the effort. And that's what Tukchu is. Tukchu is relaxing in the ordinary natural status, not doing anything. Be in an ordinary state. For that, those reasons in the Dzogchen teaching, as said, even there is no meditators. There's no meditators. And there's also no distractions. No meditation, no distractions. Is just be in that natural status. And everything, when you look at it from the Dzogchen point of view, all other those yanas has effort, has driving forth. That driving forth and effort is not going to lead ultimate big meanings. That's what the point. But however, this is the meditation level. When you have that meditating in that, that's what we should meditate. But in mundane level, in all those teachings are important. That's what the Dzogchen teaching always said, emphasizing on the bodhicitta, for example. Even the Dzogchen teaching itself named as bodhicittas. Therefore, they strengthen the bodhicitta, love and compassion. But when it comes to the meditation level, then release everything, carefree. There's nothing to care. Relax in the nature. Total carefree, freedom, relax, openness. Not structure, not exegeting, not accepting. Be in the natural state. So that's the what here said. All others are through that effort, we're not going to here. There's those who are the 9 yanas who are structured. At end of the 9 yanas journey, at yanas journey, then you have to join to the Dzogchen, that who is then more emphasizing on the wisdom. Then we'll get the realization of the true natures. And until you discover the self-born awareness, you are not going to get enlightenment, no matter whatever the yana you're using that. And that is again in another Dzogchen tantra, known as the very refined liquid of the precious gold of the space section of the wisdom tantra. Wisdom tantra, in that tantra said, if rupa is not diluted by the constructions, then this is dharmakaya. And the rupa, natural quality of the rupa is a sobhavakaya, since it is not caused by the cause and conditions. It is uncompounded as like sky. And then again another tantra of Dzogchen tantra known as is equalized as a sky tantra. And there in the teaching said, as a lotus is not affected by the mud, and similarly the true nature of the wisdom mind or the bodhicitta, true absolute enlightenment mind or the bodhicitta is free from the duality, because in that nature of the absolute wisdom has no stains. For that reason, it is self-born essence. Essence, it is not fabricated by anyone. It is awareness of the king. King, it is uncompounded heart. This cannot be destroyed by any circumstances. There's nothing to be accepted, nothing to be rejected. If you have discovered this realization that yogi or yogini, even they appeared as human beings, but their mind is Buddha. Their mind is Buddha, and their voice is voice of the Buddha or the voice of the Brahman. It is Buddha Samabhava. They are Buddha Samabhava. And the Buddhas of the three times is free from conceptions, and these Buddhas of three times is free from the act consciousness, and it is self-born awareness. It is the wisdom that not come from the duality mind. And therefore, wisdom is not to come from the mind. It is the original, pristine self-awareness of the lumicity. It is and therefore this ordinary nature of the phenomena is the great emptiness. That is ordinary nature, but it's not come from the component. This nature of the every phenomena is not come from the phenomena. It is nature. All phenomena reflect from this nature. And again, another Dzogchen tantra, Tawa tantra. In that tantra said, this self-awareness is originally inherited, originally residing qualities. Again, same thing. It is not born caused by the cause. It's not developed or changed by the conditions. It is not by any efforts. It is dharmakaya. It is awareness. Therefore, everybody must have the confidence to discover this nature. And then another tantra, Dzogchen tantra, Rupa Rachar Chimi tantra. I think I'm going to read that because it's already translated there, and you can look to that. So I'm not struggling trying to translate these titles. The titles Rupa Rachar Chimi tantras. And this great Dharmakaya is free from all the edges or the extremes. It is recited to everyone, but yet everybody didn't recognize that or realize this. It is not the mind, it's not the conception, it is not ignorance, it is not deluded. It is the totally rupa that is free from the dualities. It is even there appears many things, but nature never changed. Everything what you perceived, all concluded within this one single state of the nature of the mind. And that is what nature is. This, if you understand this unchanging quality of the rupa, you understand everything. And if you see this rupa is free from the duality or free from the mind, you're understanding that every phenomena is free from the strains. If you see Rupa has something accompanying something different, then that is what you have to remove. Rupa is totally pervasive. It embodies everything. And Rupa is not the mind. When you have that realization, you discovered that every phenomena has no basic ground than the Rupa itself. And the unchanging Dharmakaya, unchanging Bodhicitta, Chitta has never diluted at all. This undiluted Bodhicitta is pervasive to all the beings. This quality, essence quality of the enlightenment, is the same quality as all the Buddhas has. There's no difference. That the self-awareness light comes from that is pervaded to everywhere. The pervasive light is pervading to everywhere. Even though light and that quality is inherent to everyone, but is naturally being hidden to them, to everyone. It's naturally hidden. And therefore, there is a kind of a hidden, like according to when you read, there's three or four or two things, but those can be summarized by the great master Zompa and Longkimba said there's like the hidden, naturally hidden, and then hidden. Two things. So this is naturally hidden. It's nobody hidden, but it's naturally hidden, that qualities. The qualities. This naturally is the realization, ultimate intention, the realization of all Buddhas of the three times. When whoever discovered this natural, that everyone, that those persons or those individuals equal to everyone, and this nature is never moved by any means to anywhere. It is all the time. Same, whether you got the realization as a Buddha or whether you didn't get the realization as sentient beings, nature is the same, exactly the same. As those others said in this tantras. Therefore, this original Nyuma, the natural self-awareness quality, it is free from every focal point, yet it is never changed, never moved from the ordinary nature. The express energy, power from that quality, the spontaneous inherent, the power quality is reflecting to everywhere. As is reflecting, it is also experienced by everyone. What you see, we are experiencing. That is what it is. What you see is self-reflected, and who is experiencing? The one who is reflected. We experience that. And this whatever the self-reflected, experienced by oneself, and this all the clear luminosity, signs and quality, what we all is appearing through means of the skillfuls, or they arise in this. When that appeared that perfectly at that time, then self-born awareness, lamp, or light of the self-born awareness will capture all the objects, and then subject is self-born awareness, the luminosity, and then the partition of the duality is totally collapsed or removed. What is you begin to experience, or what not experience, what is you begin to perceive and seeing is then the display, any environment of the self-born awareness of the light. And that is known as then Thogal practice too. Thoga practices that. The way that experience comes from is then come from where that arises is arising, as said so many times. It is Nyumasrapa or Nyumasi, the original nature of the mind, source of every that display, which counts that. And that is what the Toga, and then many of you already receive the Toga practices and the teachings generally.